Hi, everyone, and welcome to the webinar for Performance in a Privacy-Centric World. Just a quick note before we start, please use the audio settings button in the bottom left corner to adjust your audio options, or open this meeting directly in Zoom using the meeting link below. My name is Alyssa Brown, and I'm the U.S. agency lead on our agency team. Today, I'm joined by Tim Smith, Adam Schatz, and Allison Schoenhofen from Product Marketing. Now let's walk through the agenda quickly. Our goal for the next 45 minutes is to help you maximize performance on Pinterest in the current privacy landscape. We'll address the deprecation of cookies and how Pinterest Conversion API can provide quality data that leads to greater visibility and insights. We'll discuss how to utilize a variety of measurement solutions and optimization best practices to reach high performance on Pinterest. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, we'll be saving some time at the end for a Q&A. So make sure you note down your questions so we can ask them at the end of the series to our panelists. So let's get into it. We're going to start quickly with starting with the privacy landscape. In 2023, Accenture conducted some research on the state of advertising by talking to over 1,000 advertising decision makers. Before we reveal the answer, let's see who can guess what % of advertisers from the study have seen privacy changes impact their campaigns. Use the polling feature in the webinar settings to provide your answer. Okay, so let's find out the answer. And the answer is 45%. So congratulations to everyone who chose that correctly. Around half of advertisers surveyed have already seen privacy changes negatively impact their campaigns. And with more changes on the horizon, virtually all acknowledged awareness of them, but only 8% of advertisers say that they actually understand what the majority of these changes mean. So let's talk about performance marketing. Fundamentally, performance marketing has not really changed. It continues to be fueled by data, real-time optimization, and measurable outcomes. So what has changed? AI is exploding across our industry and beyond, but in particular, real-time optimization is evolving to incorporate more complex machine-based decisions for performance marketing. At the same time, we are increasing our resilience and reliance on data to drive decisions. The signals we use to inform our optimizations are degrading or going away entirely. Advances in machine learning have improved the performance of automation and reduced the need for manual optimization. So let's discuss the quality inputs needed. To reach high performance and conduct quality measurement studies, you need high quality inputs: product feed, conversion signals, audience signals, engaging creative, and clear objectives. So to close out that section, Pinterest has you covered. As we like to say, the P is for performance. We're here to help you drive higher action in the lower funnel with our suite of performance products. And that being said, I'm going to hand it over to Adam.
Thanks, Alyssa. Hi, everyone. My name is Adam Schatz, and I am a PMM here at Pinterest, and I focus on conversion visibility. Pinterest offers a variety of measurement solutions to help you navigate the current privacy landscape. You can measure campaign impact in a privacy-centric world by implementing data solutions like the Pinterest Conversion API and clean rooms to help safeguard conversion tracking and see the true impact of your Pinterest ads. Once campaigns are live, use Pinterest Analytics for quick gut checks and campaign wrap reports. You can also test and learn to keep improving results over time. Solutions like Pinterest Conversion Lift and Pinterest Sales Lift help you isolate individual variables and iterate for future flights. You can assess channel impact by developing a measurement of truth that shows Pinterest impact relative to other touchpoints. Our approved measurement partners can help you run studies like multi-touch attribution or media mix modeling. But first, let's take a closer look at solutions for collecting quality data. First up are data clean rooms, which allow you to better quantify the impact of marketing campaigns while continuing to protect users' privacy as industry data management standards evolve. It uses a neutral third-party environment to join first-party data with Pinterest platform data to get aggregated insights into ad performance. You can collaborate with Pinterest today in a clean room powered by LiveRamp and get closed-loop reporting with direct attribution. Next is the Pinterest Conversions API, which we will spend the majority of the next couple of minutes talking about. The Pinterest Conversion API enables you to send web, in-app, or offline conversions directly to Pinterest in real time via a server-to-server API endpoint. You can implement the Conversion API manually or by using one of our third-party solutions like Telium, Segment, or Google Tag Manager. And again, we're going to cover implementation more in depth in this presentation. So, time for another question. How many of you are currently using the Pinterest Conversions API? Again, use the polling feature in the webinar settings to provide your answer. We'll give it 5 seconds. All righty, let's see the results. Okay, about 71% of you not using the Pinterest Conversions API currently. Well, let's see if we can convince more of you to implement the Pinterest Conversions API. So again, we're going to talk about Conversions API, or CAPI as we like to call it for short. However, I think it's really important to take a step back and talk about how we even got here. Over the past several years, there's been an increased focus on privacy as regulators and tech companies have rolled out changes in an effort to give consumers more control over their data. For example, in 2019, after GDPR went into effect, Apple rolled out ITP 2.1 updates. In 2020, as California Consumer Privacy Act went into effect, Google announced plans to eliminate third-party cookies. And in 2023, multiple states introduced new regulations to limit data usage, and Google confirmed that cookies will still be deprecated on Chrome in 2024. We all know how that ended up. In 2024, Google announced that they are no longer going to be deprecating cookies, but instead move to user choice for browser privacy. However, they're also going to be introducing IP protection on Chrome. So needless to say, the future is already here. If you don't prepare now, you're going to continue to lose visibility and access to user information that you once had. You're going to have difficulty analyzing your true audience sizes. You're going to find it harder to optimize campaigns without a full picture of your data. You're going to be unable to perform as efficiently as you once did. And you will continue to struggle to gain a complete analysis of your performance. So without being able to track conversions, performance results decline across all channels. If no cookieless measurement is in place, you could see a huge drop in your overall visibility into conversion behaviors. Additionally, you could see a higher cost for overall marketing efforts. The Pinterest Conversions API will allow you to, number one, capture data the Pinterest tag may miss to improve matching. Number two, reduce your overall dependency on browser capabilities. And number three, automate your omni-channel measurement by passing web, app, and offline data to get a more holistic picture of how your media is impacting all channels. But I don't want you to take my word for it. The benefits are proven. Advertisers saw improvements in cost per action and increases in attributed conversions compared to tag only when using Conversion API for added visibility. Specifically, 9% improvement in average cost per action and a 23.7% increase in attributed conversions. But we also have advertiser-specific examples. Swift's API implementation provided them with more valuable insights and better campaign performance. In fact, when comparing their tag-only campaigns to their tag plus CAPI campaigns, they saw a 35% lift in attributed checkouts and a 26% improvement in CPA. Another example is Tiptoe, who paired the Pinterest tag and Conversion API, resulting in a huge increase in attributed checkouts. This created built-to-last measurement for conversions on the platform. In fact, Tiptoe saw a 93% increase in Pinterest attributed checkouts and a 46% improvement in checkout CPA. Amazing results. So it's clear that implementing the Pinterest Conversion API can greatly improve your overall performance. So now let's get into how you actually implement it. You can implement Pinterest Conversion API manually or using a third party. In fact, the easiest way to do Happy is through a third party integration with existing tools you may already use. So platforms like Shopify, Telium, and Segment give you the option to install Cappy automatically with just a few clicks during setup. So again, if you're a business that's short on resources or don't have access to a developer, we recommend this as an option to implement the API. Depending on your developer team, though, you might require manual implementation. This allows for a more hands-on approach to customization and validation. In fact, you choose what data gets sent and how often you send it to Pinterest. Our hope for today is to get you started on the right path towards success, but today is just the first step. Pinterest Academy is free, available globally, and has a catalog of e-learning courses for our advertisers, including these 3 on the Pinterest API and how to get started with implementing the Pinterest Conversion API. And if your developer or developer teams are eager to get started now, we encourage you to send them to the Pinterest developer platform to access technical documentation, leverage the API reference guide, and get started connecting your apps. So let's check back in. Now that you've seen the impact that Pinterest Conversion API can have on your performance, how many of you are planning to start at least exploring the Pinterest Conversion API? Again, we'll give it 5 or so seconds. All right, let's see those results. I love it. I will pat myself on the back for this one. 92% of you said yes. Hopefully that 8% we can convince by the end of this presentation. So continuing on, establishing resilience prepares advertisers for current and upcoming industry changes by filling in the gaps to data loss we're seeing and anticipate to see over the coming months. When optimized for your brand, Conversion API can help you drive resilience by optimizing API conversion events, improving campaign performance, and finding stronger results from conversion lift studies. There are a ton of signals that we recommend you pass in order to build good resilience with your Conversion API integration. For example, EM refers to email addresses, which is ranked high because it is a strong signal to match to Pinterest users. FN plus LN is first name and last name and is a lower rank signal because it is not always accurate in matching to a Pinterest user. So you might be asking yourself, how do I reach resilience? Well, it's actually going to depend on your specific signals for the brand that you work with. We recommend confirming what signals your organization has available to send and feels most comfortable with. Then confirm what signals make sense for your type of business and compare that with how Pinterest weighs certain signals. When possible and when applicable, we recommend you share web, app, and offline data through Cappy, and we recommend sharing as many signals as you can. Establishing resilience may help you drive performance and future-proof your brand as the privacy landscape continues to evolve. The implementation's easy, and we're here to help along the way. So let's walk through these 4 steps together. First, you need to review your options for direct or third-party setup to determine the best course of action. If you're going to be owning a direct implementation yourself, this could take up to 30 days working with your developer or developer team. In this case, you can rely on Pinterest for technical support. If you have a third-party solution like a tag manager, the implementation could take anywhere from 1 to 7 days. You will rely on the third party for implementation support. Here's a list of third-party partners that can provide implementation and support for Cappy. We have a wide range of partners that can meet all of your needs to implement. Next, use your Pinterest tag setup as your starting point. Whatever you send us there, you should also send through Cappy. And don't worry about double counting with both solutions. We provide deduplication during the Cappy implementation, so long as you provide an event ID. This is going to ensure accurate reporting. Resilience is categorized by one of two things, good or poor. For true resilience against industry changes and the greatest level of visibility and performance, we recommend good status. So, how can you be sure your setup is resilient and reaching its highest potential? Use Conversion Health and Ads Manager to validate your resilience. Here, you can see what is being passed and also get recommendations for improving your setup. And with that, I am now going to pass it to Allison to talk about performance measurement.
Thanks, Adam. I'm Allison Schoenhofen, a PMM here at Pinterest, and I oversee first-party and third-party measurement solutions. So let's now chat about performance measurement. In today's privacy-centric world, having a robust measurement strategy isn't just a nice to have, it's a must-have. To truly understand your campaign's performance, you need to broaden your measurement approach and construct a dynamic measurement system of truth. By tapping into multiple data sources, you can gain a panoramic 360-degree view of your campaign's impact. This holistic approach empowers you to navigate the complex landscape of modern marketing with clarity and confidence. So, how can you master this effectively? The key lies in harnessing the unique strengths of multiple solutions. Think about it. Every approach has its own pros and cons, whether it's issues with result latency, single channel bias, accuracy, misattribution, or comparing long-term versus immediate impacts. By creating a measurement system of truth, you bring together multiple sources, weaving them into a cohesive strategy that delivers more precise, detailed, and unbiased results. The secret sauce here is unlocking the true value of your media, is really finding a balance across your first party, third party, and platform specific measurement tools. Adopting this comprehensive strategy not only maximizes current performance, but also safeguards your business against future industry shifts. It's about building a resilient framework that evolves and adapts, ensuring you're always ahead of the curve. So let's bring this to life with a compelling example. Think about how experiments can conquer specific challenges by doing what they do best, measuring lift, and then fine-tuning marketing mix models to overcome their limitation of recency. In fact, a recent Harvard Business Review study revealed that MMM models see up to 25% improvement in accuracy when calibrated with incremental experiments. This is why investing in a robust measurement system of truth isn't just optional. It really is crucial for the success and the effectiveness of your marketing strategy. It offers a crystal clear view, both short term and long term, empowering you to thrive, especially in today's climate where marketing budgets face intense scrutiny and pressure. By leveraging these insights, you're not just navigating the current landscape, you're also positioning your business to continually excel. Often a measurement strategy can morph into this intricate marketing maze as you align KPIs with specific tasks, sometimes shifting the focus entirely onto the KPIs themselves. When this happens, it's important to take a step back and review your measurement source of truth. Ensure that all your measurement goals are in perfect harmony with your campaign objectives. And to help you navigate this journey, we've got some top tier measurement solutions to recommend. So let's dive in and explore how these can streamline your strategy and keep your campaigns laser focused and effective. So imagine having the insights that reveal the true impact of your ads on Pinterest users. That's where Pinterest Conversion Lift comes in. With Pinterest Conversion Lift, you can measure those all-important incremental conversions along with key value and efficiency metrics for users who've seen your ad. How does this work? Pinterest Conversion Lift assesses the value of an ad by comparing the online or in-app behavior like site visits or signups of both Pinterest users exposed to the ad versus those who weren't. This gives you an idea of your ad's effectiveness. Beyond Conversion Lift, we also collaborate with trusted third parties to bring you even deeper insights through sales lift and match market testing. Sales Lift takes things to the next level by quantifying the impact of your Pinterest campaigns on in-store sales for CPG and retail advertisers. How do they do this? By anonymously linking purchase data with Pinterest exposure data, offering you a clear view of how your ads drive real-world sales. Match market testing, on the other hand, dives into campaign performance by correlating ad exposure with offline sales through precisely matched market tests. By comparing test and control markets, this powerful method isolates and dissects your campaign's impact. These additional tools provide a more detailed and a rounded perspective on how your Pinterest campaigns are performing, giving you the insights needed to fine-tune your strategy and amplify your success. So let's now talk about the powerhouse that is multi-touch attribution, or MTA. With MTA, you can measure the incremental impact of your Pinterest campaigns on both online and in-store sales, all while comparing it to other addressable marketing channels. Thanks to our partnerships with industry leaders like TransUnion and Rockerbox, we're able to provide you with deeper attribution insights. And we're also happy to share that we are expanding our partnership list in 2025 to bring you even more robust data via MTA. Marketing mix modeling, or MMM, is definitely having an elevated moment and is a game-changing tool that offers a comprehensive view of how Pinterest and other marketing channels perform. This invaluable insight helps you to make smarter decisions when allocating your marketing budgets. We're thrilled to introduce a recent innovation, a self-service solution in Ads Manager. Now you can effortlessly pull MMM report data directly through the custom reporting tool. This makes it a breeze to integrate the data with your MMM models, saving you precious time and effort in the data collection process. And the best part, you can automate your reporting using the Pinterest API, streamlining your workflows even further. With these powerful tools at your disposal, you'll be equipped to make data-driven decisions that elevate your marketing strategy. In an ever-evolving industry landscape where privacy concerns are paramount, Pinterest is dedicated to supporting advertisers and agencies by meeting them where they are. We aim to provide a holistic view of performance on our platform. To achieve this, we collaborate with leading third-party partners who help us deliver comprehensive and transparent measurement solutions. This slide highlights just a few of our 50 partnerships across measurement. And to learn more about how these solutions can help increase performance, we recommend that you visit Pinterest Academy. Specifically for measurement, we recommend these 3 courses: Pinterest Measurement Solutions, Pinterest Conversion Lift, and Marketing Mix Modeling. Now I will pass it over to Tim, who will walk you through optimization best practices.
Thank you, Allison. I'm here to talk to you all today about optimization best practices on Pinterest. To start, let's walk through the optimization framework. This is a simple framework that is using measurement as its central tenet. An optimization framework provides a flexible and adaptable approach, allowing for adjustments based on real-time data and unique advertiser context. If goals are being met, the next step is to innovate and scale efforts. If performance goals are not being met, the focus should shift to optimizing strategies to enhance performance. Accurate assessment of results from optimization and innovation relies on the use of the right measurement solutions. So what are the best practices when it comes to optimization? Here are 4 items to consider when optimizing your campaign performance. 1, always wait at least 3 to 4 days to see the impact of campaign changes. 2, avoid making large changes at once, i.e. budgets and audiences. 3, take a hypothesis-driven approach for optimizations. And 4, remember that Pinterest is a marketplace. Some performance fluctuations are reflections of other advertisers' behavior. Now let's take a deep dive into the benefits of optimization strategies for your product feeds on Pinterest. Optimization for your product catalog on Pinterest creates a flywheel of positive dynamics on Pinterest. The more information that you have in your product catalog, the more relevant you are to the shoppers on Pinterest when being matched to keywords and interest. When you promote your content, your ads will be better matched to relevant pinners, which can improve engagement and lead to more qualified clicks at lower cost. Optimize your product catalog to 1, increase the rate of matching queries, increase the ad visibility by taking up more space in the auctions than your competitor, and reduce costs to get your ads to show. Now, there are three main elements that we'd like to review with you today for optimizing your product catalog. So when you are optimizing the product catalog, use relevant product titles. Make sure that your product titles match what's in the image, and the user will benefit from details like brand name, product color, pricing, and even sizing where applicable. Write a detailed product description. You should use 80 characters or more descriptions that bring your product to life. Include relevant keywords for search, and always include your brand name in the first sentence. Create eye-catching visuals. Pinterest is a visual platform, so use high-quality vertical images that make your product the focal point of the shop. And as we leave this section, we'd like to leave you with 3 foundational campaign strategies for best practices. So we want to ensure that your campaigns are always set up for success. So here are some best practices for campaign performance. Number 1, set flexible budgets. So you want to set your budgets with average daily budgets or lifetime budgets that achieve the best outcome at the lowest cost. Second, you want to apply automated bidding. Allow Pinterest to dynamically adjust your bids to maximize your conversions at a lower CPA and a higher ROAS. 3, expand targeting. Use signals from your pins to reach wider audiences interested in these ideas and drive stronger campaign performance. And so as we end this section, we wanted to open it up to you all for some Q&A. So please jump into the chat and join us for a conversation on this topic.
Great. Thanks, Tim. I'm seeing a bunch of questions, which is amazing. So we will go through these. In addition, we would love your feedback on this webinar. So please scan the QR code and you'll be prompted to start a brief survey, which helps us moving forward as we develop content. That being said, I'm going to walk through some of the questions. I'll start with an easy one. This presentation will be recorded and you'll also receive a copy of the webinar. In addition, there will be a spot at Pinterest Academy where this will be uploaded as well, which is great. So we had some earlier questions I just wanted to touch upon before we get into the ones that are coming in fast and furious as well. But this question is for Adam to start. The question is, do you recommend using the Pinterest Conversions API in conjunction with the Pinterest tag or as a standalone?
Great question, whoever asked this. We do recommend that you use both the Pinterest tag and the Conversion API in conjunction with one another in order to help maximize your conversion visibility. I think we did review this also in the slides that I presented, but when you do share that data through both Pinterest tag and Conversion API, we are able to deduplicate the events that you're passing so that we can avoid double counting. You just have to ensure that you're passing an event ID in order to do that. And all of this is laid out in our developer documentations.
Great, thank you. Okay, the next one is for Allison. As she mentioned, MMM is having a moment at this point, so we wanted to just address a question that we had received. Can agencies leverage the MMM reporting API for in-house models, or is this option only available to advertisers and third-party measurement partners?
Good question. Yes, this is possible. Agencies can use the API as well. All you have to do is establish a mechanism for advertisers to grant essentially access to their Pinterest accounts. So once that access has been granted by the advertiser, the agency is then able to pull reports leveraging the advertiser's data via the API. And as a reminder, this is a super great option if you're planning to run multiple MMMs across an advertiser's portfolio, or if you're planning on running multiple model updates.
Excellent. Okay, I can take the next one. Can you show how to add the API? So I think we've mentioned this earlier in the presentation, but the best place to start and learn how to add the API is to really go to our help center and or the developer docs that Adam mentioned. They will walk you through step by step how to implement, but Always, we have amazing resources for you. Please reach out to your dedicated Pinterest rep, and we can absolutely help you walk through that as well. The next question is for Adam. I tried to get the Pinterest Conversions API to work, but it was so difficult. Will there be a training on it?
This is the most popular I've ever been, so I'm honored. I think the short answer to this is every advertiser is unique when it comes to implementing CAPI. So my number one advice is if you're working with a Pinterest sales team, I recommend reaching out to them for assistance with whatever your specific questions are. Otherwise, we do have e-learning modules that I mentioned earlier that you can look at, and we just recently updated our help center and developer docs with more details on how to assist. The other option, as we mentioned earlier, you may also wish to explore third-party integrations like Shopify, Telium, Segment, etc. And they can also help ease with the onboarding process too. And all of our third-party integrations are available with documentation on our help center site. So I do recommend that you check those out if you are interested in learning more.
Great, thanks, Adam. And there was a follow-up question to that. Can you set up CAPI via Adobe Launch? And I think it's the same. We do have a partnership with Adobe. So to learn more, go to our help center, or again, reach out to your dedicated Pinterest sales lead.
But yes, we do have a partnership with Adobe, so you can implement through them.
Great. Okay, the next one is for Allison. Is there a single place for a complete newbie to go, which explains the key aspects of the product catalog, MMMs, other key terms, and how they relate to each other? Great question.
Yes, this is a great question. Similar to what Adam just shared, I would say, start with Pinterest Academy. Go through the different courses that are available to you, and based off of the knowledge that you're looking to gain. And then as you want to dive deeper, I would say move over to the Help Center and search for those specific topics to find more details.
Great. Next one. Do you have any scalable product feed optimization tips for companies with large amounts of SKUs? For example, almost 500,000 products. Maybe that would be for Adam. And we can circle back to that too.
Yeah, let's circle back on that. I think other Adam, who was unable to join today, is
Oh,
best to answer that.
sure. Okay, bear with me as I'm looking through some of the questions that we've answered. So glad to see everyone's on the same page. Here's a good one. As a really small business and the only employee, what's the bare minimum I should implement to understand how my future ads impact potential customers? I would say probably, the first step again would be going through Pinterest Academy. That is a free e-learning center for those of you that aren't familiar with Pinterest or just need a refresher in terms of implementation and campaign setup. So we would definitely recommend starting there and then reaching out if you have any questions. And then I think we have one more for Adam. Are there any rules that you should follow when using the API in Germany? We have very strict data protection regulations.
Yes, it's a great question. My non-answer to your question is that that's really going to be dependent on your specific business. If you're referring to things like GDPR, which I know impacts most of Europe, I would recommend checking out our help center, which has more information on how Pinterest complies with local regulations. And that can help guide you on how specifically to share data with us and what data is applicable or appropriate.
Great. Okay, well, I think that's all the live questions for now. But again, we would encourage you to fill out the survey. If you have any additional questions as well, please feel free to reach out. We wanted to thank everyone for joining today. Thank you to our speakers who joined me this afternoon as well. And we really appreciate your partnership and hope to see you soon.